guys, it's Hi, and in this video we are going to be installing some carbon fiber interior trim badges on the Toyota Supra. I purchased 3 different products from Rexpeed, and they are the CF logo badge, steering wheel badge, and the side carbon fiber interior badge. All of these are made from real carbon fiber and are adhesive backed, so installation should be pretty straightforward. Let's start with the side carbon fiber interior badge. If you didn't know, the Launch Edition Supra actually comes with something similar as standard, so anyone who bought a different trim will have to go aftermarket. I personally think these badges help to pull the interior together. Without this, there are just 2 blank strips of black plastic above the glove box on the passenger side. These Rexpeed badges will do the job, but there's something that I want to point out. If we look at the printed designs on the Rexpeed badges, you'll notice that it differs from what's on the Launch Edition. The obvious is the exclusion of the Launch Edition numbering and Toyota President Akio Toyoda's signature. This is understandable, but if you look at the red and black emblem, it doesn't even have the letters GR in it. This is interesting considering the fact that the Supra logo is right next to it. Maybe it's a copyright thing and Toyota is really protective over the GR logo. Who knows, but this is one of those annoying things for me about this particular product. I just think it looks weird without the GR lettering. But if you have a little know-how, this is a relatively easy fix. I customized my Rexpeed badges to have the lettering and a more appropriate signature. The lower badge also leaves a lot of space for customization for those who are interested. Now let's install these badges. Again, they are adhesive backed, so they just stick in place. But to get the best possible adhesion, we can use an isopropyl alcohol mix to clean the area before installation. I'm using Chemical Guy's Wipe Out, which is a pre-mixed solution. If you don't want to buy this, you can always do a 50-50 mix of isopropyl alcohol and distilled water. Let's wipe the surface down with the IPA to remove any residue that may be present and to get the surface clean and bare. Once the IPA evaporates, we are ready to install the badges. Peel off a small portion of the adhesive backing, rather than all at once. Slip the badge in place, but make sure that you have access to the partially removed backing. Apply pressure to the exposed tape. Now we can go ahead and adhere the rest of the badge. Remove the backing little by little as you apply pressure to the exposed tape. Don't pull the backing too hard or too fast, as it can cause it to tear. This will make it difficult to remove the backing without removing the entire badge. If this happens, don't worry. The adhesive doesn't fully adhere immediately, so there's some wiggle room. But of course, try to get it in place in as few tries as possible. The adhesive will diminish every time that you lift it up. Once the backing is fully removed, go back and make sure that the entire badge is properly sticking in place. I do want to point out one thing about the lower side interior badge. The badge itself is flat, but the interior that we are adhering it to is curved. This means that when you go to install the lower interior badge, it's naturally going to want to lift off and not curve to the interior. I would highly advise you to spend some time and put pressure down on this lower badge. Just go back and forth and make sure that every little inch of the badge is getting pressure, because if you don't, it will lift off. Let's move on to the steering wheel badge. If you haven't seen the Supra steering wheel, at the bottom is a solid chunk of plastic. This is one of those things that many people complain about because it takes away from the value of the vehicle. Toyota could have just included a cutout here, but instead, there's a plain plastic cap. To improve the looks a bit, we can install something like the steering wheel badge. Let's first clean the area with our IPA. This time, I'm going to completely remove the backing. You can just slap this thing on, but for something like this, I like to stick some tape to the sides to give myself something to hold without accidentally touching the exposed adhesive. This also makes it easier to position the badge because I can see without my hands obstructing the view. Once you're happy with the badge's position, apply firm pressure and call it good. Finally, the CF logo badge. This fills in the gap on the steering wheel center logo. This badge is composed of a bunch of little individual pieces and there is no protective backing. Once you pull the piece off of the clear sheet, it's ready to go. Because the pieces are small, it can be difficult to hold and position them, so I'm going to use the tape trick again. Stick the tape to the front of the badge and position it in the appropriate cutout. When the badge is in the appropriate position, you can remove the tape and apply some pressure. After doing this a few times, you'll get something that looks like this, and we are done. There you have it, a few simple mods that really help to improve the Supra's interior aesthetically. I have to be honest, I was really on the fence about buying these badges. For what they are, these badges are ridiculously priced. Retail for the side interior badge is $90, the steering wheel badge is $40, and the CF logo badge is another $20. That's a lot of money for what is essentially a couple of stickers. I realize that they're made from real carbon fiber, but come on. However, After installation and seeing these products in place, I completely feel that they are worth it. These badges really pull the interior together and make it look better. Without them, we just have plain black plastic pieces in the interior which looks really cheap. These carbon fiber accent pieces are so minor, but they give so much. So if you're looking for an owner's perspective, I would say go for it. Buy the carbon fiber interior trim pieces and you probably won't regret it. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, share it around, comment down below with any thoughts or questions that you may have. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content. Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.